note from Lorna at PupQuest.com. Or PupQuest.org, actually. It seems to list both here on their thing.
Interesting. PupQuest.org is where...
That's how we got to it.
Yeah, got it.
So, Lorna wrote, "Finally, the website is finished. We hope you will like PupQuest. If you do, perhaps you'll share it with your network." So, we looked at it, and we did like it. And so...
This is the sharing!
You're our network. So, I hope you enjoy. So, the basic idea is PupQuest is there to help people, prospective pet owners, learn to be puppy source savvy, is their tagline.
Puppy source savvy, I like that.
Right, which is something we are, I think, 100% behind. And it's a website with a variety of resources, articles, links, and all of it is trying to help people understand how to get a puppy that's been raised humanely and properly. And they talk about socialization, and that they actually link to Dogstar Daily in a few places. So,
that's exciting.
Of course, we know they're doing something right.
But I have to say, before I knew that part, because you read the email and I looked at the link, not knowing that, I was really impressed with the site, and it was just kind of a cherry on top to see that they've linked back to some of our information. It's a very clean website, easy to navigate, and I've just not seen anything quite like this before. I mean, people have handouts about why to avoid puppy mills or
right,
and so on, but
flyers certainly, but this is a very slick setup, very nice
really
website.
Nicely done.
A variety of sections, including about breeders, about rescues and shelters, about buying online, about pet shops, about puppy mills, and for professionals. So, and each one of those sections has a lot more information inside. You even have a blog, health screening info, and stuff like that. So
polls, that's interesting. So, and the people behind PupQuest are, what did we say, they're a veterinarian and a behaviorist.
Oh, I didn't see that. Did you find that on the About Them?
The Who We Are page, yes. Oops. We don't really have great internet connection up here. Oh, suddenly it seems to be flying. Well, never mind, we do. The Who We Are page talks about, there's a veterinarian that has served on boards of directors at a large SPCA. That's weird. And let's see, and then we have a trainer involved as well. So it's people in the know, people that have had some experience with seeing puppies in vet practice, also seeing puppies in shelters. And then also in private practice, so they're seeing and hearing about the different problems that people have had when, and it seems that they've made the connection that where you get your puppy, the source matters, and so they've decided to help people out. I mean, I guess the goal with this site would be that this is can get into the hands of every prospective puppy owner, just the same we'd like them to have a copy of before and after you get your puppy. I think PupQuest would even. Would go right along with that.
Right. If we were to reprint before you get your puppy, we wouldn't mind, telling people to look into a site like this to get some tips.
Absolutely.
Especially because it seems like puppy mills can be very sneaky, and I think that's a lot of what PupQuest is about. Is that puppy mills are aware that people don't want to support them, and that people want their puppy to come from a humane organization. And so they are actively doing things to hide their origins. And it sounds like from here that going through pet stores is often one of the most popular ways. But in general, they say the most important PupQuest thing you can do, or PupQuest recommendation, is to meet your puppy beforehand, and that before you adopt it, before you make the decision to purchase it or adopt it
in its original place of origin, I guess? Is that what do they even go that far? I wonder.
Well, they just say meet your puppy dog in person before you take him home.
Okay, so no online purchases or adoptions, really. Right,
and the idea being that a reputable breeder is never going to ship their puppy that they have invested time and energy and care and love into. They're not going to ship it to someone they've never met. Similarly, you should never ask someone to ship it like that.
Yes. It's true. No, it's just interesting here. They have a little blurb that says that most people do know about puppy mills. It's not on this page, but that they even though they're aware about the problem of puppy mills, 15% of those same people still end up buying from puppy mill unintentionally.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of the same thing you're talking about, them being savvy. I mean, now with if a puppy mill is marketing appropriately, there's nothing to stop them from pretending to be a small breeder.
Right.
And so you do have to be savvy, and there's some interesting things that I'd never thought about here, like the whole USDA
certification thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which I guess is actually they say that if you're
there it is.
A USDA licensed breeder means that the puppy was born on a puppy farm. So, which is to say that actually, right, having this licensing is a bad thing. It kind of indicates that it's a large organization that's in it for the profit, and most high quality breeders are actually going to be small enough that they're not going to go through that process.
They won't need it. Yeah. So that was something I'd never thought about, and I think someone could be a conscientious type of person could easily say, "Wow, okay, it's got USDA approval. That's obviously a good place to go." But actually, that is a sign that it's a large operation, and it is a puppy mill, puppy farm. We were joking earlier. Puppy farm sounds so pleasant, doesn't it? It's a puppy farm. It sounds so cute. But basically, what that means is, whether they're milling or farming, whatever you want to call it, they are treating the dogs as livestock. So they're out to make a buck. They are a breeding operation for profit in high volume.
Maybe puppy factory farm would be better.
There you go. Exactly.
That doesn't sound so cute.
No, it doesn't. And that's more of what it is, and that's why it would need USDA, approval or licensing. Because a little puppy farm could be really cute.
But that would be a free-range, sustainable, organic puppy farm.
So it's important to look at that kind of thing. I think it's
right.
I'm impressed.
So yeah, I mean, we could keep telling you about this website, but it's pretty awesome, and you can check it out for yourself.
Yes.
And see, and especially if you know anyone who's thinking about getting a puppy.
Or an adult dog, adopting, because they do talk about shelters and everything. It's all about how to acquire your dog.
Mm-hmm. Then certainly send them to Dogstar Daily and send them to PupQuest.org, because the more information they have, the better we can set things up for puppies.
And we'll have a link to this in the
the description.
Okay,
so
excellent.
yeah, so yeah, look down there for the link to PupQuest.org.
Yeah, give them your support.
All right, bye guys.
Bye bye.